Welcome, guys, to yet another interesting session of our spoken English journey. Today is day 39 of our ongoing series, and our topic for today is Build Your Word Power, that is, speak with better words. All right? So, today we are here to get a gist of building your word power because strong speaking does not come from speaking more, guys, it comes from using better words. I hope you agree with me. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to use better words daily, okay? That is in reference with daily conversation. Express your ideas clearly, and obviously, if you are able to express your ideas more clearly, then you will be able to avoid repeating the same words again and again. Correct? And more importantly, you will be able to speak with more confidence and variety. Variety is my favorite word, and that is why I try to use different synonyms when I have to articulate a sentence. Now, why do you think word power matters? Let's begin and get a deeper understanding of that. When you know the right words, you can explain your thoughts pretty clearly. That is, you will be able to avoid a certain sense of confusion. You sound natural at the same time. Along with another important point is that you speak confidently in all the conversations. All right, as you can see on the screen, I have also included a very important point, that is sound more natural in real life situations or circumstances. So when you have that vocabulary bank, or when you're looking at using words along with your confidence, the uh, the improvement or the fluency matters, and the fluency automatically increases because you have your word bank with you, right? Let's move on and let's kind of understand what's the next topic all about. Learn the base words or the base of words, in the sense root words. I'll let you know what exactly they are, okay? Root words, okay? Root words means step one under that is learn the base of the words, not the words directly. If you can see on the screen, the first word that I'm dealing with is port. What do you mean by port? We have heard this word multiple number of times, but we kind of don't know what exactly this port word particularly means. It means carry. A secret is that you can make many words out of this particular four alphabet word. That is P-O-R-T, port, in the sense carry. Words from this root word sound like this: transport, okay? Transport, as you can see, portable, import, okay? I think it's pretty much clear what I'm kind of trying to tell you guys here is that these words are known as root words, and you can create some words with the use of every root word that I'm going to talk about today. Okay, so from this one word, we get three words: transport, portable, and import. What does transport mean? Transport means to carry, okay? Transport means to carry something from one place to another. Now, what does portable mean? Portable means something that is really small and handy to carry, right? That is nothing but easy to carry. The third is import, means to carry goods into another country, all right? Into another country. Now, let's look at certain examples in relationship with this particular word port. The worker transported the boxes to the office. This chair is portable, so we can move it easily, right? Makes sense. Makes sense now. India imports many products from other countries. True. All right. The delivery man carried the package and transported it safely. I bought a portable speaker so I can carry music anywhere with me. Superb idea. The company imports, can you look at the word here? Imports, PORT, machines to improve production. So, guys, this is the basic usage, and this is how your vocabulary bank gets stronger. So, get to know the root words. Oh, all right. So I have got around three root words for you today. However, you can do your own homework, look onto the internet, and try to understand how many root words are there. And the best exercise you can really do is make your own sentences. Pause the video and read aloud. Read these sentences aloud in order to understand how root words, kind of create that magic when you are using them whilst you're articulating your sentences. Let's move ahead and look at another root word for today. Odd. All right. Odd. It means to hear. It means to what? Odd means to hear. Now, from this particular root word, we get audio, audible, audience. What are the words? Audio, audible, and audience. Audio is related to sound, uh, wherein audible is related to be, it means when a person is heard. All right. Audible means able to be heard. Audience is a group of people who are pretty much listening to you. All right. So this is the power of knowing the root words, and I would really want you to go ahead and read these sentences on your own in order to get a better understanding of what exactly I'm talking about. However, let me go ahead and read it out. All right. The teacher asked the students to be quiet so everyone could hear the odd EO clearly. See the word odd. All right. His voice was not audible in the sense he couldn't be heard. So he used a microphone. Okay. Now, the second one is the speaker thanked the audience at the end of the event. I like listening to audiobooks whilst traveling. Right? Now, what is the root word here? Odd. Now, with this particular root word, you're already able to create a vocabulary bank or the word bank that I'm talking about. So this is how you go ahead and increase your word power. All right, that's the topic that we are on to today. So this is a basic technique to understand root words. I've just got a few for you today. However, you can go on the internet and try to make your own sentences and pick out some favorite root words and try to use them during your daily conversations. So that's what matters, guys. Now, let's look at the next root word for today, that is spect. Spect means to look or to see. All right. Spec means to look or to see. So, root words that pretty much come out of this particular word spect are inspect, wherein a person is truly inspecting, something like an inspector who inspects the room or a crime scene, things like that. Respect, spect again. Spectator, a person who kind of is looking at something or is enjoying a show. All right. Perspective, someone's opinion. Spective is someone's opinion, right? So when you learn root words, vocabulary becomes easier and it comes naturally to you. You sound smarter, and it doesn't sound that you're really struggling to get that fluency whilst you're talking in English. So let's look at the examples, all right, in respect to this particular root word. The teacher inspected our notebooks to check our work. We should respect others and listen to their ideas. Many spectators, as I told you, spectators means people who just, they are also aka known as audience. All right. However, spectators came to watch the football match. From my perspective, as I told you, the meaning of the word perspective is a person's opinion, his or her own. So from my perspective, this decision is a good one. Cool. So now what I truly want you to do is the same thing again. Go ahead and practice these sentences, read them aloud. All right. Another quick fix that you can really do is record yourself whilst you're reading them aloud so that you can check your pronunciation as well. Let's look at the next important topic for today. Learn words. All right. Learn words you actually use. This is known as practical vocabulary. Okay, this is the step two. What I want you to do is learn words you actually see. Do not pick up new words from the dictionary and try to, overwhelm things for you. It will overwhelm things for you. So don't try to confuse yourself that way. What best you can do is learn words your way, and where you can actually pick up those words from your environment or your surroundings, right? So examples are: please submit your report before 5 p.m. Okay, please submit your report before 5 p.m. Let's schedule a meeting for tomorrow. Can you share the document with me? The teacher asked us to complete the assignment today. My manager asked me to update the file. We discussed the plan during the team meeting. Now, what am I trying to do here, guys? See, these sentences can be used on daily basis, right? When you are with your colleagues, or you're at office, or anywhere really, or at your school. So what can you do here is that you can kind of use these sentences and try to, pick out certain words. All right, pick out certain words from the sentence and try to use them regularly. For example, from the first sentence, I would select this word, submit, and I will try to use this word throughout the whole week, so that I it becomes like, something next to my language ability. All right. So from the second sentence, I would pick up schedule and use it sparingly. I would use it whenever I want to tell someone that I'm kind of scheduling a meeting, or if I'm scheduling, something like, just going out, things like that. Now, if I want, I can, go ahead and use two or three words from this, that is share, document. Only two words, yeah. Can you share the document? I can use any of these two words again and again throughout the whole week, again, to get that practice and the fluency going. The teacher asked me to complete, and I can pick out assignment as well, in order to kind of, articulate a sentence around any topic that revolves around giving any homework, or any kind of work to a person, or you can really use these sentences according to your desire. All right, these words, I'm sorry, you can use these words according to your leeway and your desire, and wherever you feel that yes, these words can fit into my sentence, you can go ahead and use them. This is another trick, because we are humans and we pick up what we see faster than we memorize, right? So that's the whole concept here. So my manager asked me to update a file. All right, update is a good word. We discussed the plan. Now, another thing to keep in mind here is that instead of discussed, I could have just used this particular word, that is, we talked about the plan. Now, we talked about the plan doesn't sound that great when it's used, in the formal setting, while you're at an office or you're attending meetings. So, there at that point of time, you can go ahead and use words like discussed. It sounds more professional. So, pick out certain words that you use when you are at your office space, as I told you, okay, anywhere that you really feel like you have to. Now let's go on and try to understand the third step for today. Connect words in groups. Okay, they are known as word families. All right, what is this? Connect words in groups. In the sense, your brain, remembers better when you kind of shuffle, uh, in between categories. All right. I hope I'm not confusing you. I just want to be clear again. So I'm going to repeat myself. So your brain pretty much remembers better when you talk in categories. Like, for example, if I say a certain size words, all right, certain size words. Let's take an example group, and that is size words for today. If I say small, okay, small can be directly connected to medium, big, huge, or enormous. They can be the opposite of small, all right, or they can be particularly even the same meaning to small. For example, my room is small, but my brother's room is big. Can you see what's happening? We are trying to connect the words in groups. All right, we are trying to connect the words in groups. Why? We really don't have to kind of stick to the concept of using only opposites here. You can use anything that is related to your size word. This is just an example group. It can be anything else, like, it can be words that are related with nature words. All right, words related with the emotion words. So kind of try to relate those words in order to get your vocabulary back full. That's the whole concept. That's the whole concept. I hope you're really able to understand what I'm kind of giving out here, because these strategies are pretty much curated here at GK Pro, and we try our best to help you to get that fluency, guys. All right, so let's go ahead and understand the topic now. The shopping mall is huge and very crowded. Look at the connection. If I say the shopping mall is huge, okay, I'm directly connecting this word huge to anything that can possibly happen. That is, if it's huge, obviously it will be very crowded. So that is another connection that I have created. Okay. The next sentence, they built an enormous building in the city center. Enormous building. Okay. Enormous and building. All right. The dog is small, but the horse is very big. A very basic sentence, however, just wanted to show you the concept of connecting words and kind of elaborating your sentence length. The shop is medium in size, but all right, not too big or small. Look at this sentence. It has all of the words together. The shop is medium in size. It's not too big or small. The sixth example, the stadium is enormous and can hold many people. Again, enormous and many people makes sense, right? What are we trying to do here, guys? We are pretty much trying to create word families, and we are trying to create any word really. We can just take any word and try to create something that explains that word further. So, what are we trying to do? We are connecting words in groups and helping you to create groups that your brain remembers for a longer time. All right. Now let's look at step number 4 quickly. Check yourself often. In the sense, practice and revision, guys. This is something that everyone has to do. Check yourself often, because this is really close to me, because conceptually I do it as well. All right. So either that or this, you have to practice, right? So that is what you're going to look at under this step. Learning new words is not enough. You must go ahead and practically use it when you are talking to people. So, for example, every Friday I review the words I learned during the week. Okay, that makes sense, right? That makes sense. So, review your words every week, guys. I test myself writing 5 sentences using new words. Do this as well. It's not a big deal. You can just go ahead and take a piece of paper and randomly write down certain sentences using the words that you kind of build your vocabulary with. Or if your word bag is full, what you can do is start making sentences at least 5 words per day. All right, 5 words per day. Now, what I can best advise you here is, do not go ahead and get overwhelmed or take that particular amount of stress when you're creating the sentences. You can just hold on to the grammar. Try to create small sentences. That's also a beautiful strategy. Okay. Now, I read my word list aloud to improve my memory. That's something else that I want you to do. Read aloud, okay? Read aloud or list aloud. You need to read aloud so that you improve your memory. I ask my friend to quiz me on vocabulary. You can ask your friend, your sibling, your mother, your father, if you're really interested to get that fluency and see a certain improvement in the way you speak. You can always take the help of your family members as well. Okay, I write small notes and check their meaning later. Can be done, it's doable, so go ahead and do that as well. I revise old words so I do not forget them. Now, as I told you again and again, practice or revision, same thing, right? Do it and you will feel the difference. Let's quickly look at the step number 5, and that is improving writing to improve speaking. Now, what do I mean by improving writing? When you write more, your brain learns how to choose better words, right? Whilst we were young, our mothers used to say, before the exams, or even I tell it out to my kids that write everything that you practice, because it engraves into your system. So that is what it means. Improve your writing so that your speaking automatically improves. right? Examples are how. Okay, before that, I would just like to tell you, when you write more, your brain learns how to choose better words. Yes, that's true. That's true. Why? Because you get time. All right. Examples again are right on your screen. What best you can do is I'm just going to read aloud till the third example. I want you to do the same, the next upcoming three examples. Pause the video here at this section and do it on your own. Okay. Yes. So the first thing here, the first example is I wrote a message to my friend using new words like exciting and interesting. In my journal, I describe my day using different vocabulary. It's a beautiful thing to do. It's an amazing thing to do. Journaling is something that is pretty much in, all right, nowadays. All the kids also are doing this journaling. What you can do is write about your whole day, what you really did early in the morning, and when you wind down before bed, write everything, all right? Use different words and see how it goes for you. Third point is I wrote an email to my teacher using clear and polite words. Very, very good thing to kind of extremely important to sound polite. That's something all of us really need to understand that as humans we really have to be polite. We just cannot go and we cannot talk to people in that particular rude tone. It sounds very uh, very bad. It sounds truly inhuman. So basically, try to use polite words and form your sentences. The last three sentences are your own. Please go ahead and read them aloud and try to understand the meanings of these sentences, guys. Okay? Try to understand the meanings of these sentences. Now, the sixth step for today is group words by meaning. All right? Similar words together. Again, very closely related to this section wherein we spoke about connecting the words in group or word families. Okay? So, group words by meaning. Example group here is positive words. For example, good, great, excellent, and amazing. Here, under this section, wherein I told you to connect the words in groups, here you can actually make words that are related either ways. It can be a synonym or an antonym. In the sense, it can be a similar word or it can be an opposite word. But it has to be connected to the word that you're talking about, or the group of, or that particular group that you're talking about. But when you look at this section, wherein I'm telling you group words by meaning, in the sense, you have to stick to the same word but get a synonym, the same meaning, all right, the same meaning. So similar words together. For example, good, great, excellent, amazing, everything falls in the same slot. Example is the movie was good, but the ending was excellent. She did a great job in her presentation. Great job in her presentation. The food was amazing and very tasty. Okay, I could just say the food was very tasty. However, adding this word amazing takes it up to a next level. You gave an excellent answer in the class. He gave a great performance on stage. The trip was amazing and memorable. See how cool the sentences actually sound. So, what I want you to do again, guys, oh, the circle is already made here. So, I'm just going to draw a pause sign. Go ahead and pause the video and read these sentences aloud. All right, great. Now, let's look at the next topic. Notice different meanings of one word. All right, what do I mean by that? Some words, particularly, alter the meaning, all right, depending on how you use them. All right, what happens? Some words mean the same, but the whole sentence changes because the meaning is different at that particular point of time. Let's take a look at it. The word run. Okay, run means what? Basically, if a person is running on a track or if a person is running a business. So there's two different meanings for you already. Let's look at examples so that you can understand it. So, I run every morning in the park. This is physical running when a person is really literally running on a track or in a park or a jogging park, anything. She runs a small business. Again, as I told you, this person is running a small business from home. The bus runs every 15 minutes. This is again physical type of running where the bus is showing a certain movement, right? Physically, you can see it with your eyes. Now, through your eyes. The machine is running properly now. Again, the same thing. He ran to catch the train. Again, physical, entity that can be seen doing that particular action. Okay. This program runs on my computer. So, as you can see here, one word, many meanings, guys. It's very simple, right? One word and many meanings. Now, that's smart vocabulary growth. What do I mean when I say it's smart vocabulary growth? Here, I'm trying to kind of share certain strategies with you, wherein you can, increase the way, or you can increase your capacity of involving certain words when you are looking at curating sentences, right? So that's very important when you look at it that way, that a person should be able to use words whenever they are comfortable. So these techniques are not just random phrases or random topics, they are carefully curated here at GK Pro. All right, so these are communication tools, guys, designed to help you to sound natural, confident, and sound intelligent in English at the same time. Let's kind of look at the eighth point for today, and that is learn similar words. Again, the same concept, right? It's not very difficult. Okay, so when I talk about, instead of learn similar words, it is instead of saying big every time, you can use other words. All right, for example, large, huge, massive, enormous also can be used. Okay, large, huge, massive, again is the repetition. However, what you can do is go ahead and make your own sentences. The word is big. The word for under learn similar words is big. Instead of using big every time, use different words. Enormous, majestic also can be used. Majestic, okay. And in the circle also, if you can see here, there are certain words that are synonyms. What you can do best here again, guys, is that go ahead and make sentences out of these words. Looking good, laughing, upbeat. See, flying high. All right, joyous and jolly. I can see here. If you can see this, joyous and jolly, both are the same words with same meaning. Go ahead and make words, sentences out of this. All right. So that's the whole concept under the step number 8 for you. Let's quickly look at the ninth step. Read different types of content. I have seen some people saying that reading doesn't make sense, and some people say, even online, some people kind of claim that reading doesn't improve the way you speak, and I am totally against that. My opinion is contradictory. I feel that reading is the one thing that makes you, perfect. If you even look at vocabulary usage or your sentence construction, please read content that you really feel like. All right, so reading different type of materials helps you truly to understand new words and use them on daily basis. Examples are, I read news articles and I learn new formal words. I read short stories and learn storytelling vocabulary. I read blogs. Okay, I read children's books for simple and clear English. Yes, this is something very good for you to start with. Okay, children's books are illustrated in such a way that anyone can really understand them. So why don't you go ahead and start? If you have been reading, then it's a great deal. Okay, this is just this session is just like a cherry on the cake. However, if you've not started reading, please start doing it. All right. I read travel articles and learn words about places. Wonderful idea again. All right. I read online posts to learn modern expressions. Cool idea again. All right. Try to do at least three of these activities per week and try to rotate those activities and do not forget to practice. Okay. Great. Reading feeds your speaking. Please remember that. Now, the last step for today is improve your sentences. Okay, the last step for today is improve your sentences. After you write something, improve it. How can you improvise whatever you have already written, obviously by editing the sentence or replacing the words with a similar meaning or the opposite meanings, right? So when you get stronger at doing this particular activity, that is editing or replacing your words, I think your journey is pretty much covered. All right. So examples again for you guys here to read. Now it's your turn. You just have to go ahead and read all these, examples. There is something that I have just got for you here. I wrote very good, then I changed it to excellent. Remember that? How about remembering the word excellent the next time you want to say something in reference to very good? Why don't you use excellent? I replaced very big with huge. I changed very happy to excited. I replaced very fast to quick. I changed very small to tiny. I replaced very tired with exhausted. Nice, right? It's something that your brain really loves. Go ahead and try and do this and try to kind of analyze the meaning and where exactly you can use them at your leisure, right? So, this is the most important message, guys, that building vocabulary is not about memorizing. It's truly not about memorizing. It's about using all these strategies and trying to kind of curate your own sentences according to your need, right? Right? So, I have tried my best to put across few strategies that we have, curated here only for your benefit. Go ahead and practice these and at least try to use at least one strategy per week. Okay, now if you're learning with us on YouTube, this lesson is a part of our free spoken English sessions that are going on right now. If you want guided practice and step by step confidence building, you can always join us to the link provided in the description. Remember, guys, start free, continue only when you feel ready. Thank you so much and have a great day ahead.